What up, though, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. We're about to get into the Young Dolph trial, Tennessee versus Justin Johnson, day 2. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment, and just hold on for me. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm pulling this video up.
Dabney, D-A-B, and his father, 20 minutes, maybe 20, maybe 30.
Jurors now enter into the courtroom.
Drop my phone, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope everybody had a good night.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, call your next witness.
Terrence Dabney.
Stand right here, sir. Face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Can you see, sir? Watch this.
All right, tell us your name first.
Terrence Dabney.
And spell your first and last name for the benefit of the court reporter.
First name Terrence, Terence. Last name Dabney, Dabney.
Looks like, or I know that you're doing good and bad at the same time. First the bad, what happened with your arm?
Rotated cuff surgery.
Okay. So you probably are going to be up there for a little while. All right. Going to run through some of the various crime scenes with you, some of the various aspects of the investigation. So try to get as comfortable as you can, even with your arm. But I know you're doing good now too, because you're retired. Is that right?
That is correct.
Retired from MPD.
That is correct.
How long were you with MPD?
26 years.
So 26 years. I say you earned it. In 2021.
So who we have on the stand right now is one of the state witnesses, Terrence Dabney. He's from the Memphis Police Department.
Where were you assigned in MPD?
I was assigned to the homicide unit.
All right, and what did you do in homicide back in 2021?
I was an investigator in the homicide.
In homicide here in Memphis, do you get a case and you're the only person that works on the case?
No.
Do y'all work in teams?
We work in teams.
And were you one of the case officers on this case?
I was.
Would you assign and delegate people to do various things in the investigation?
I do. Delegate people.
You're actually from Memphis, aren't you?
I am.
What neighborhoods did you grow up in?
I grew up in Claiborne Homes, Cascade.
And Claiborne Homes is downtown Memphis.
Correct.
And in the Castelia neighborhood.
Yes.
And we've heard some testimony about the Castelia neighborhood.
Mhm.
Did you know Dolph at all?
No,
Older, is that right?
older, much older.
All right. November the 17th of 2021, did you have occasion to be brought in with regard to a homicide call?
I was.
Specifically to an address on Airways, Makita's Cookies.
Correct.
Did you know where that was?
Yes.
What area of town is that?
It's in the southeast part of town, Airways and Ketchum area.
If I tell you that the call went out at 12:24 p.m. in the afternoon, about what time would you have arrived at the scene?
Possibly around 1 by the time you get the call and travel to the scene.
By the time you get to the scene, are there uniform patrol that's already there?
It is.
Are there medical personnel, things like that
Yes.
already there? When you get there, what are your duties?
My duty is to gather fact information from the reporting officers, delegate other investigators to do, canvass the area for video and just handle process the scene.
When you arrived on the scene, were there people around in the street and everything?
Yes, there were people everywhere.
Everywhere.
Around.
Were there officers attempting to control the crowd and keep people off the actual parking lot of Makita's?
Yes, it was.
And was that being done?
Yes, it was.
Were there a lot of bystanders and everything looking on and everything else?
It was.
Does this seem almost like any other that you had been to in your 26 years?
That scene was, there's a lot of people out there.
Okay. You get there, and you say your job is to try to figure out what evidence exists and delegate.
Yes.
Is that right? You mentioned one thing, video. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are y'all interested in collecting any video that may be around there?
Any video that would help in the investigation.
And in fact, did y'all collect video from the cookie store itself?
We did.
And did it show the outside of the business?
It did,
And did it show the inside of the business?
as well as the inside.
Were y'all also interested in sort of crime scene stuff?
Yes.
Did you delegate a crime scene detective to collect physical evidence and document physical evidence?
We did. We had collecting and processing.
And did they also take pictures of the scene?
They did.
Would you have delegated or interacted with any of the witnesses who were on the scene?
Yes. Witness victims. We have investigators to take them down to headquarters and take statements.
Okay. And without getting into what these people, said, did y'all talk to Marcus Thornton, Dolph's brother?
We did.
Did y'all talk to the cashiers there at Michaela's?
We did.
Did y'all locate any other witnesses right there in the surrounding scene that had information? Video, crime scene, locate whatever witnesses we have. That address on Airways is Makeda Cookies. You described the area of Memphis is in, that's in Memphis, correct? And is that also in Shelby County?
It is.
I'm going to start with the crime scene there. I'm going to pass you a series of.
So far, he's just testifying to the events that happened at Makeda's Cookies, where young Dolph was unalive. He's the lead detective, pretty much, that was on the scene on the case.
Ten photographs. You just look at them, tell me what's pictured in each one, place it face down on that table next to you.
This photo is a front picture of Makeda's cookie shop. Officers, they have processing the same broken glass. They have victim's car,
Very good. Place that.
Corvette, camouflage color.
Okay, you can place that face down. We're going to review these with the jury afterwards, so I'll ask you questions about them afterwards.
This one is the photo of the address, 2370 of Makeda's cookie shop with defects to the glass, bullet holes.
Okay.
This one is the inside front counter area of Makeda's cookie shop.
Okay.
This one is another front view of the cookie shop, Makeda's cookie shop. We have evidence markers on the ground where we have shell casings, along with victims' Corvette camouflage. Another closer picture of the front of the cookie shop, evidence markers, broken glass, casings.
At this time, if you can just place this, that's fine. With the next couple pictures, you can just place it where you see it, and we'll show it to the jury later.
Okay. This is a picture farther back from Makeda's cookie shop toward the street airways with evidence markers with casings on it. This photo is inside the business of Makeda's with bullet holes going through the walls and doors. This one is a victim lying on the ground.
And when you arrived on the scene, was the victim still there?
Yes, it was.
Did you observe him positioned like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you see evidence of medical intervention on him there?
Yes, he has bleeds on his body.
When you arrived, were they still trying to resuscitate him or get anything, or was that process over?
The process was already. This photo is a photo inside the cookie shop. We have evidence markers. We have victims' chain that he was wearing inside a flower pot. It has PRE on it. This is a close-up photo of PRE charm that he had on his neck. It's just inside a flower pot.
My approach real quick, Judge.
Yes.
Number 3.
Thank you. All right, this first photo is, has been described as the front of the accused cookies with the victim's car, a couple of officers in the scene. We'll mark this as exhibit number 28. Next photo is close-up of the address of Makita's Cookies, 2370. We'll mark this as exhibit 29. The next photo is what's been described as the inside front area of Makita's Cookies, exhibit number 30. Mr. Evans, it's never too late. Any objection to these photos?
Yes, Your Honor, no objection to this.
The next photo is the front view in of the parking lot in the front of the cutest cookies with the evidence markers in the victim's car. The markers number 31.
Judge, and you haven't gotten to the photograph yet, but the one we referenced earlier is in that stack. I would renew my objection.
Yes, sir. When I get to it, I'll make note of that. The next photo has been described as a closer picture of the front of Makita's Cookies with several evidence markers and glass and defects to the window. The markers exhibit number 32. The next picture is the front of the shop with the victim's car and evidence markers. It's a further view. It's a picture that's taken a little further out. The mark is exhibit number 33. The next pic is the inside of the building with the picture of the restroom door with the bullet holes in the door. The mark is exhibit number 34. The next picture is a picture of the victim lying on the ground with markers of evidence of life-saving measures in front of the window. We'll mark this as exhibit number 35. And note for the record, there's been a previous motion for the court to exclude that picture under Rule 403, and the defendant still objects to that program. Mark that as exhibit number 35. Exhibit number 36 will be a picture of the inside of the cookie shop with the chain on the floor marked with evidence marker number 53 and several other evidence markers. This is exhibit number 36. The next picture is exhibit number 3, has already been marked as exhibit number 3. The picture of the charm, PRE, in the flower pot.
My approach and have those, Your Honor.
You may.
So I wouldn't say he's a former detective. I think he's still in the force, only because I'm just going off of the slingshot. It sounded like he was injured. I know they questioned him about it in the beginning, as far as him being in the slingshot. So I think he was injured in the line of duty.
So, Gabby, we're going to show these to the jury. I'm going to ask you some questions as we go, okay?
Yes.
You need a pointer.
Supposedly, this one right here works. We'll see.
And these are the exhibits that they were disclosed, what they were going over a few seconds ago, showing them images. That's the shot where young Dolph was shot.
This picture's so blurry on the overhead. Maybe we resume the lights. We're gonna have to go sort of old school
All right.
on this one. Could I have the with the step down? Hold this here. We'll start standing here, and I'm gonna ask you some questions about it, and then you can walk down and display it to everybody. After you testify, maybe we'll pass them as a step to the jury. Okay. It's hard for you to hold up, isn't it? But then, I'll spare, okay. Tell me what we're looking at in this photograph here.
This is the front of Makita's cookie shop here. You see the name there. You see officers in the mail processing this. And that's paid off for it. Corvette. Camouflage color.
Okay. And if I'm interested in this area here in front of the store, in front of this glass window.
Those were bullet casings and glass, broken glass on the ground.
Okay. And in particular, what kind of shell casings are found outside that window where we see the officers bending down?
On the outside, we had 40 caliber shell casings, and we also had 7.62.
Okay. And let me ask you about that. Is that two entirely different sizes?
Yes.
Is 40 caliber characteristic of a handgun?
Characteristics of a handgun, it is.
And then is a 7.62, is that characteristic of something else?
Of a assault rifle.
That's all right. Okay. And have you watched the video obtained from McKinnon's?
I did.
Is it clear that one suspect is firing at what you would call an assault rifle?
It is.
And is it clear that the other one's firing what you characterize as a handgun?
As a handgun.
Mr. Harriman, it never fails that something goes wrong with our tech. Is that your tech person that just came in?
She is.
Can you
We'll see how we do
help
here.
you
I would prefer that we just
Yes.
see.
so we can all see what's going on? Because I was gonna have to get over there, and Mr. Evans was gonna have to get over there, so.
We're trying to turn it off and on that. The next one is to kick it, but we're not gonna do that.
Technology is good, but when you get used to it, until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's real good. That's real good.
What else you do? Turn it off.
The on and off thing worked. This is that picture we we're just looking at, right?
You can have a seat.
That's much better.
Don't go far.
I was asking about this area right here, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said that we found two types of casings in that area?
Two different types. We had 40 caliber casings, and I was at 7.62.
Okay, 40 caliber is a handgun case and 7.62 is that assault rifle casing?
It is.
And this is the victim's car, is that right?
It is.
And this is where we walk in and out of the business.
The entrance.
And this is a little side area.
It is.
And later we're going to see the victim lying in this little side area. Is that right?
That's correct.
store.
In front of the store with the address 2370 of Akitas Cookie Shop. We also have defects in the glass, bullet holes in the glass of the door.
And we'll see this with a later picture, but let me go ahead and ask you about it. Do we find casings from inside the store where Dolph's brother was firing back from?
We did found 9mm.
Okay, and that's an entirely different type of handgun too, is that correct? So we have 9mm casings inside the store.
Inside.
We have 40 caliber casings outside the store, and we have 7.62 casings outside the store. And on a later picture, I'll ask you about one more setup. Counter area of the store.
Front counter area inside of the business.
For perspective, the cashier's booth or whatever, where the register would be right around here, is that right?
It is.
Mr. Hagerman, if you can tell us what exhibit number you're using, please.
Going in order, this is 30. 31. That same outside area, is that right?
Same outside area from a different angle. You see the victim's front end of the victim's vehicle, Corvette. And you see the glass, some of the glass is broken out of the front windows with a bullet hole.
Glass broken out here,
Yes,
and bullet holes throughout this glass, is that right?
it is.
This is the next number exhibit, 32. Closer in.
It's a closer picture of, like I said, the shattered glass, bullet holes.
My bad. I'll keep hitting this button by mistake.
The ground with broken glass, shell, 40 caliber, 7.62 round.
And later on, when we see the victim's body, is it going to be in this area here?
It is, right in that area.
And when we see flower pot, like with his necklace and things like that, over this area?
For the to that building, yes. This view is a view that's farther back from the entrance of the business of Akitas. On that ground there, that's closer to the street of airways. On the ground, we have evidence markers with shell casings there. And we found 2.26 rounds.
223 maybe?
2.23, I mean. I'm sorry.
So if we're gonna, I think now we've accounted for all the casings.
Yes.
So let's start from inside the store. There are 9mm casings from Dolph's brother, is that right?
Inside of it.
There are semi-automatic 7.62 casings from one of the shooters.
Correct.
There's 40 caliber casings from another of the shooters.
Correct.
And then there are these 223 casings, and is that a type of semi-automatic weapon?
Yes, it is.
From Dolph's brother as he runs out.
That's correct. Yes.
So right now, guys, I know it's pretty drawn out. They're just going over the crime scene from this detective to testify who was there at the scene, going over the bullets and the shells that they have obtained at the crime scene, and that's young Dolph's car in the background right there. That's just pretty much what they're going over.
That's exhibit
And this witness is going to be up here for a while.
number 1.
That's exhibit number 33. This is 34. What are these things?
That's inside of the business. You have a door, entry door into the bathroom. It leads to the hallway that leads to the bathroom. It has bullet holes and shattered glass on the door.
And perspective from inside of the store, the register's over here.
Correct, it is.
We're about to see a picture of the victim's body, and it is going to be in the area of this little side area, is that right?
Correct.
And go out of order to exhibit 36. It's just that little side area.
That's the little side area we referred to earlier. We have the flower pot there with his charm off of his necklace. It says PRE. His necklace is down towards the bottom of the photo.
And then,
The mark was 53.
And if we were to come this way down a little bit, would we see the victim's body?
We would.
Close up, already marked, states exhibit 3, the PRE chart or whatever.
Yes.
I'm going to do this one a little different, because families in the courtroom. Officer Downey, if I may publish this to the jury, just myself, Your Honor. This is a graphic photo, correct?
Yes.
This is a picture of the victim laying there in that area that you just described.
It is.
He is still in his clothes,
Yeah.
but there's evidence of medical intervention.
Correct.
But that was over, obviously by the time of the picture, but when you were there, he was deceased.
Correct.
This is
Exhibit number,
exhibit number 35. Y'all obtained the videos from out there,
We did.
and were you able to view those that day?
We did.
Let me show you a still shot from the video, ask you if you recognize it.
This is a still shot from the video of outside front entrance of Nikita's cookie shop, which shows victim's Corvette. It also shows a white Mercedes just pulled in behind the victim's Corvette. It's two-door. On the Mercedes, you see it has damage on the passenger side rear. You have two suspects. One is armed with a assault rifle, what appears to be an assault rifle. He's wearing mask over his face, cotton mask, like wearing a blue hoodie with some sweats, gray sweats, and some shoes. And the other suspect, he's wearing a black baseball cap, with has Bass Pro on it. Also has his face covered. Has a black hoodie, some gray sweats. Gray sweats has a little, I guess, insignia on it. He also has some dark colored shoes with white on them.
All right. Oh, good, that marked the 66 number exhibit, Your Honor.
the witness has testified that this is a still shot from the video camera outside of Nikita's Cookies with two people, one standing still with an assault rifle with hoodie and mask, and another one running with what appears to be a gun in his hand, a smaller gun with two cars, the Corvette and white Mercedes in the back. Bookmark, this is exhibit number 37.
No objection.
Thank you.
I could already tell that when I handed it to you, I just said still shot. You look at it like an investigator, telling me details that I guess matter to you. Is that right?
Yes.
This is exhibit 37. Y'all had this on day one of the investigation, is that right?
We did.
First thing you mentioned, I think, was one shooter with, is that an assault rifle?
It is.
And would that be consistent with the gun that shoots at 7.62 casings?
Correct.
This window, is that the one you saw busted out with the pictures that we just saw?
It is.
With the victim lying here?
Yes.
And this be that side area of the store?
It is.
From that first day, y'all would have this image of the suspect with the 7.62, is that right?
It is.
Hoodie, does he appear to be wearing gloves?
He's wearing gloves.
Sweatpants, white shoes, mask.
Yes.
Second suspect, kind of gun here,
Yes.
handgun.
Handgun.
Handgun consistent with 40 calibers that you would have seen here.
Yes.
We're still operating with some blur, but gray sweatpants, is that correct?
That's correct.
Black shoes, white soles.
Yes.
It's better in the picture than it is on the overhead. You said something about a little white insignia, is that
like
correct?
a little insignia designer on the sweats on the side of it.
If we put the cursor on it, covers it up. We'll pass this around in a second. Black hoodie,
Black hoodie,
mask,
mask,
gloves,
gloves,
Bass Pro hat.
that's broken.
Suspect vehicle,
Yes.
what kind of car is it?
It's a Mercedes-Benz
Color,
white.
and you see it better in the photo than on the overhead. But what did you say about this back
It
area?
has damage to the rear passenger side.
And these details we just went through, were those important to you that first day?
Yes.
Why is that?
So we can, be on the lookout for that type of vehicle with the damage that it has to it.
Okay, because that made that vehicle distinctive.
Yeah, stand out.
Would it be fair to say that there's no still shot or camera angle in which you can actually capture the suspect's entire faces?
No.
So from the first day, you do not have any type of facial identifications or anything of the two shooters.
So we did not.
But you have clothing descriptions,
Clothing description.
gun descriptions,
Gun description.
and suspect vehicle. I meant to ask this earlier, but it makes sense now. So assault rifle like this can shoot 7.62 casings, is that right? A
Sorry,
handgun like that can shoot 40 caliber casings.
It can.
I was saying I'm paying attention to the trial and listening. I'm just over here working on my thumbnails, listening in the background.
If I've got casings that have been fired, and then I actually recover the guns, can I compare casings to guns to tell you, that 40 caliber casing came from that 40 caliber gun?
Yes.
We see that on TV sort of all the time. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that something you do, or is that something that's done by other people?
It's done by other people.
Is it first done routinely by a computer system and microscopes and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's just entered into the system that way.
Okay. And then later it can be sent to TBI or FBI or whoever to confirm that?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. In this case, did y'all ever recover handguns? Did you ever recover the murder weapons in this case?
No, we did not recover any.
So you never had any guns recovered that matched these shell casings?
That match those shell cases.
All right, we're going to change locales. We're going to change locales here to an address Haven Court in what used to be the Tulane Apartments.
Yes.
Okay. How was it that y'all became interested in that location?
We're on the lookout for white expedition.
Okay. At some point, in this investigation, without sort of saying what the tip was or anything like that, was y'all's attention called to a white expedition?
It was.
And did that cause y'all to go to what was called the two-lane apartments?
Yes.
And what did y'all do when y'all got the two-lane apartments?
We watched video.
Okay, did y'all take video from the two-lane apartments?
Two-lane apartments, yes.
Okay, and that's the address on Haven Court.
Haven Court, yes.
Okay. I think we do need to play the Haven Court video. We're gonna get that video ready to play for you, Detective Dabney. At the Haven Court Apartments, were y'all interested in a particular woman that lived there?
Yes,
And was that Kiana Hopper?
it was.
And is she related to anybody involved in this case?
Yes, it was discovered that she was related to someone.
Was it discovered that she was Justin Johnson's cousin?
Yes.
All right, got the video ready now. Haven Court Apartments, 1 p.m., 37 minutes after the murder.
Now, this
For the
video
record,
footage that
this
they're
is
about to
exhibit.
play, this takes place after the murder the same day, and this is where they meet up at the apartments with his cousin. We already saw this footage of day one. If you guys were with me when I first watched it on day one, they showed this part where they swapped car, where they pulled up with the Jeep.
5 that's held open for all the videos, right? Who is this person, detective?
But that would be the cousin,
The cousin?
Kiana.
What kind of car is that right there?
And that's the white Ford Expedition.
Kiana?
Kiana approaching the Expedition.
And that's Justin Johnson's cousin that they're referring to.
Two men outside? Go ahead.
Outside.
Go ahead, detective. Were you interested in those two men?
Yes, it was.
Tell me why you're interested in those two men.
And the clothing that they have on, you see the dark sweatshirt, the gray hoodie, the black hoodie, the gray sweatpants, shoes, matching the description of the suspects that were at Makita's Cookies.
Y'all obtained video not just of them arriving, but while they were there and then leaving. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Before they leave, what will be this? They arrived 37 minutes after the murder. This is 54 minutes after the murder.
It is.
The expedition's still there. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Suspects are still inside.
Still inside.
This Dodge Charger has just arrived.
Dodge Charger arrives and you see one of the suspects come out and walk to the Charger.
Charger just sort of repositions, but this man came outside, is that right?
Yes. Came out, up to the rear of the.
You're interested in this man?
Yes.
Sweatpants?
Sweatpants, black shoes, white soles on. Made it into the car.
He's got bags or
Bags,
something
yes.
now.
You see how his pants are sagging there a little bit. We have that was something that we looked at also.
In the homicide video, as he runs away, we can see his pants are sagging.
Yes,
Can we in fact see the color of his underwear in the homicide video?
yes, we can.
Is it also blue?
Yes. He gets into it and shuts the door.
I was muted. I said, I guess we waiting on him to come out of the car or go get something. I'm not sure, but they dragging this part out. I want to fast forward.
Like a yellow article of clothing or something now?
Yeah, looks like a yellow hoodie. He got a
Is this apartment building here the one that Keanu Hopper lives in?
yes, it is.
In a video of them leaving. We're now 93 minutes after the vehicle. Here's a Chevy.
It's a Chevrolet SUV, small SUV.
Do y'all get interested in that one too?
We did.
Expedition's still there. He had a yellow article of clothing when he left that Charger.
Yes. It's where the one that appeared that he got out of the Charger.
So basically, after they left the scene, after the shootout, they went to Justin Johnson's cousin's house to clean up their wounds, change clothes, and gone about their business is what they're showing.
The suspect gets in, Kiana comes up to the driver's door.
The other suspect has walked off camera, is that right?
He walked out of view to the right of the video there.
Chevy's back.
Correct.
Suspect returns to the apartment complex.
She did.
Suspect returns to the white expedition.
He did.
The Chevy track still there.
It's still there.
Kiana.
Kiana. Ladies, lady, and chef, ladies, lady.
All right, the expedition got going and the Chevy tracks got going.
Yes.
One suspect in each, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all obtained the video, interested in talking to Kiana,
Yes.
interested in her cousin,
Yes.
interested in the white expedition, Interested in the Chevy Trax and who this other person may be. We are going to move there's one thing I said I was going to do that I didn't do before. The still shot from the actual shooting from 37. We talked about how it was blurry up there, and there were things you were testifying about, and I couldn't quite get the pointer in the right place. And one of those was the fact you said there was a little insignia or something on the left thigh area of the sweatpants of the shooter who has the Vasco hat on. Is that right?
Correct.
If I could pass this around to the jury, Your Honor. It's hard to see on the other end.
What up to the 24 people in the chat watching? Good morning, good afternoon, where you are. Hit the like button, drop a comment. Y'all quiet. There we go. We got some action. Y'all silent like mud. Talk. Hey, Tom, happy Saturday. What up, though, Kim? How's your Saturday going? Hope your day is going good. That's why I don't get on live too often, because I feel like I just be up here talking to myself. That's why I do my videos and I post and get off. That boy look nervous, you can tell. It's all on his face, all the body language, everything. Just look. Angry, worried, nervous, and scared. All of those combined is what's going on in his face right about now.
With regard to the videos that we just watched from the Tulane apartments, did investigators make a timeline with still shots from the various things in that video?
We did.
Let me pass you this. We could just verify this is in fact that timeline from the Haven Court, what we also call the Tulane apartments.
This is set photo of the timeline. First arriving with a white SUV.
Yeah, if you just flip through it quick, does it appear to go from the start to the end?
It does. Start to the end. Another one where Keanu had walked out and walked back to the expedition. It also shows the two suspects getting out of the expedition and walking toward the front of the apartment complex. This one shows them inside the apartment, going inside the apartment. Also shows the Charger pulling up. Shows one of the suspects walking out to the Charger and getting to the rear passenger side of the vehicle. It shows suspects retrieving plastic two white bags, then get inside of the rear seat of the Charger. Once he exits the Charger here, he's getting out with the two bags and a yellow hoodie in his hand and walk back toward the apartment complex. This one shows two suspects exiting the apartment complex with one with the yellow hoodie, one with the black hoodie, carrying bags, and Keanu is also with them. They walked up to one of the suspects walked and got into the white expedition, the other got and walked over to the Chevy Trax.
we pose that as a collective exhibit. You can paperclip it or something. It's in order, so we could,
Okay.
could keep it like that.
This is 8 pages of still photos, starting on November 17, 2021 at 12:58. Going to November 17, 2021 at 13:56. We'll mark this as a collective exhibit number 38.
All right, we're interested in Kiana's cousin, we're interested in White Expedition, we're interested in Chevy Tracks, but is there other stuff going on in the investigation too?
Yes,
Does tip come in with regard to a white Mercedes?
it did.
And does it call your attention to a particular place?
Yes, it did.
A small street in Orange Mound,
Yes,
Bradley Street, is that correct?
correct.
1174 Bradley Street. What is at that location?
It's abandoned home, and when we get there, we observed a white Mercedes parked in the rear. Had damage to the passenger side rear side panel.
And to put this in a chronology, would this have occurred on November the 20th, 3 days after the homicide?
Correct.
And it would be fair, would it be fair to say that 3 days after the homicide, behind that abandoned house on Bradley, y'all found the murder?
We did.
I'm going to pass you a series of photographs. A couple of them, as you turn them over, a couple of them have been introduced already into evidence. So just read that number. Otherwise, just put them all face down on the table.
This is the abandoned house on Bradley Street.
What neighborhood is that?
It's in Orange Mountain, neighborhood in Orange Mountain.
Did you become aware that there's a house across the street in which Mr. Hernandez Govan lived?
Correct. Directly across the street.
Eventually, does Mr. Govan also become a suspect in this conspiracy to murder?
He did.
You can place it down.
Now, he was mentioning also on day one, Hernandez Govan, as far as being the one to, I guess, contract the hit, facilitate the hit, the money man or the middleman, something like that.
That was exhibit 9. This photo here shows a closer picture of the vehicle in the rear of the yard, parked between brush and trees.
So this vehicle is not parked in the driveway, is it?
No, it isn't. This is a close-up picture of the Mercedes showing the passenger side with the damage, which appeared that the vehicle may have been sideswiped or something. It's a two-door white Mercedes.
The damage that you can see in the homicide video?
Yes, that's consistent with it. That's exhibit 10. This photo shows the rear of the Mercedes-Benz, which has an Illinois tag. Do I need to read the tag and everything?
You place it down.
This is a photo of the driver's side of the white Mercedes-Benz. And this is a photo of taken from outside of the Mercedes being on the passenger side that shows the inside of the rear seats with a Mississippi DeSoto County tag on the rear seat.
It has like another license plate on the inside of it,
Yes,
maybe even a couple, we'll see.
yes. This is a photo of the passenger side of the white Mercedes Benz, which is being processed in crime scene tunnel.
Okay, so y'all take that car from the scene to the crime scene tunnel?
We did. It also shows damage to the rear passenger side, which is consistent with the suspect vehicle and video at the keys. And this is a rear shot of the white Mercedes, the trunk area after being processed. Another photo of the Mississippi tag, close-up picture that was in the rear seat of the white Mercedes Benz. And these are photos of two Illinois tags, license plates that were located inside of the white Mercedes Benz.
Two more license plates.
Two
inside
more
the
license
car.
plates, yes, Illinois. Another close-up photo of the Mississippi license plate, DeSoto County. And this is for a photo of close-up photo of the white Mercedes being processed by crime scene. This is the driver's side door of the white Mercedes Benz after being processed. Has the letter A reading on it.
The letters that we're gonna see written on it, like A, B, and C, is that something else crime scene people do?
That is. This is the photo of the driver's side rear side panel, which is indicated by the letter B. It's written in yellow after being processed. This is the passenger side door, and after being processed with the letter D written on it. And this is another close-up picture of the white Mercedes after being processed with the letter E written on it. And this is the a photo of the white Mercedes being on the passenger side after being processed.
I wonder if we'd offer those in evidence as state next number two.
No objection.
The first picture we have here has already previously been marked as exhibit number 9. The next picture is a picture of the rear of the Mercedes Benz parked in a yard, kind of wooded area. We'll mark this as exhibit number 10, 39. This is where exhibit number 10 comes from. The next photo has been previously marked as exhibit number 10. The next photo we have here is the rear of close-up of the Mercedes with the Illinois tag. We'll mark this as exhibit number 40. The next picture is a close-up of the driver's side of the white Mercedes in a yard. We'll mark this as exhibit number 41. Next picture is the picture of the inside taken from the outside of the white Mercedes, a picture of the Mississippi DeSoto County tags in the back seat. Exhibit number 42. The next picture is the white Mercedes in what's been described by the witness in the processing unit of the rear damage to the passenger side of the white Mercedes. We'll mark this as exhibit number 3. The next picture, exhibit number 43, maybe. Exhibit number 43. The next picture is kind of a close-up picture of the trunk area. The witness described it as after processing. It's labeled with the numbers yellow C, with the letter C. We'll mark it of the Mississippi DeSoto tag. It's kind of close up. We'll mark that as exhibit number 45. The next exhibit is close up of 2 Illinois tags. We'll mark this as exhibit number 46. The next exhibit is a picture of the Mississippi DeSoto tag. It's up close. It also has right rear seat written on the bottom of it. We'll mark that as exhibit number 47. The next picture is side panel of the white Mercedes, described as crime scene after process. The vehicle after processing is marked with the V, with the letter V in yellow. The next photo is a photo of the driver's side of the white Mercedes, marked with a letter A, described by the witnesses after processing. We'll mark that as exhibit number 49. The next photo is the rear side of the driver's side of the white Mercedes, described by the witnesses after processing, marked with the yellow B as in boy. We'll mark that as exhibit number 50. The next picture is the passenger side of the white Mercedes, marked with the letter D as in dog, after processing is described by the witness. We'll mark that as exhibit number 1. The next picture is.
Appreciate the viewers that's there, that's here watching with me. They're still going over these exhibits, just photos of the crime scene. At some point, they're gonna wrap this up and get back to the testimony. But his testimony is the longest out of everybody, I believe. So this is a couple more, it's a couple more hours. But he's not gonna be on the stand much longer, I don't think.
Picture of what appears to be the top of the white Mercedes, marked by the letter E. An elephant. We'll mark that as exhibit number 52. And the next exhibit is the picture, the passenger side picture view of the white Mercedes. We'll mark this as exhibit number 53.
This stays exhibit 9. What are we looking at?
Looking at the front of the house, also on the left side there, you can see back in the wooded area, the tree line. That's where they park that's where we located the white Mercedes Benz. That's on Bradley.
You can see some homicide Texas walking back here.
Yes, that's where they parked.
Cars sitting back here somewhere.
Yes,
House on Bradley.
that's on Bradley.
A vacant abandoned house, is that correct?
That's a vacant. Yes, it is.
We go across the street. I got Hernandez Govan's house.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Direct.
I know that y'all are big on video. I've seen y'all, pull it from Nicetas, and I've seen you pull it from Tulane. Did y'all canvass this area, this neighborhood, for any possible video?
We had investigators who came to the area for video, and none was found.
No video on Bradley Street.
No video located.
And the house in the image, that's the house where they stashed the car at in the back. We saw it from day one as well too.
Again, you can see a couple of investigators, and you can see the rear of the white Mercedes Benz parked in the tree, in the bush back there.
40, we're walking up on it.
Closer image of the white Mercedes with the Illinois tag.
41, driver's side.
driver's side.
42, we're looking inside of it. It has like a license plate inside.
Correct. It has a Mississippi, DeSoto County license plate on the passenger rear seat.
Now I know the car was stolen, so I wonder how did the plates get swapped out from Mississippi to Illinois?
Exhibit 10.
That's the passenger side view of the Mercedes-Benz. You can also see the damage there going down the passenger side of the vehicle, especially on the rear side panel.
So is it fair to say when you see this, you know that you've got your car?
Yes.
Do y'all investigate like where'd this car come from?
Yes, we would check the VIN, VIN or license plate.
Did y'all in fact find that the car was taken in a carjacking in Memphis a few weeks before this crime?
We did.
Did y'all in fact find that the suspect in that carjacking was Treon Ingram?
Correct.
And I'll say it here, that Justin Johnson was not a suspect in that carjacking.
No.
But car taken in Memphis a few weeks before, suspect Treon Ingram.
Trey, I think.
So it was Justin Johnson who stole the car.
Car makes it to the tunnel.
Correct. That's the tunnel.
I call it tunnel, that's where y'all process cars, right?
Correct. It's a crime scene investigating.
That is 53, 43. In the tunnel, now we can see that damage real good.
Yes. Damage to the passenger side, rear side panel.
We did a series of photographs, or I think you said it was processed, like fingerprint dust, stuff like that you're talking
Yes, sir.
about?
Yes.
And you said there were letters, that's like an A.
Yes.
Here we have back of the car, B, closer up on that. I'm going, for the record. 48, 44, C, 51, D, 52, E. Various license plates found in the car.
Yes.
45, Mississippi plate. 46, a couple of Illinois plates. 47, a close up of that Mississippi plate. Now, processing the call.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause it right here for the folks watching because it's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, allow y'all to stretch, use the bathroom, fill your drinks, get your snacks, and I'm about to go do the same. And I will be right back. All right, I'm back, folks.
That's something the crime scene does, is that correct?
It is.
And they try to lift what fingerprints they have for the car, is that correct?
That's correct.
And then they try to compare those prints to any sort of known individuals that may be in the system or whatever it is that they have fingerprints for.
It is.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And when you were you apprised that they were able to lift some prints from the car?
Correct.
That they were able to identify?
Yes.
All right. In particular, I want to ask you about these, okay? This is from the 2014 Mercedes. Prints lifted from the right rear quarter panel marked D. So we saw a picture of that, the back of the car?
Yes.
Outside?
Outside.
Were found to be the fingerprint impression belonging to Cornelius Smith.
Yes.
Does that become a name you're interested in?
Come tonight, we're interested.
Because we got his prints on the outside back of this car.
Yes.
Prints lifted from the outside left door marked A. I think that's the driver's side door. We saw a picture of it. Belonged to Kiston Garner.
Kiston Garner.
Does that become a name that you're interested in?
It does.
More prints. This one from the
Here we
front
go.
lid
I'm
marked
back.
C also belonged to Kiston Gardner. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then we have some prints lifted from one of those tags, the Mississippi tag
Yes.
that we saw two pictures of. They also belong to Kiston Gardner.
Yes.
And then prints lifted from the rear quarter panel marked B and the outside left door marked A, and from a brochure, a bank brochure that was found in the car, all belong to Treon Ingram.
Treon, correct.
A name that you're interested in?
Yes.
All right, so at this point, we have found the murder car.
Yes.
We have found prints from that car that belonged to Cornelius Smith,
Yes.
to Kiston Garner,
Correct.
and to Treon Ingram.
Correct.
Do we also process or attempt to process the car for any DNA or blood or like fluid evidence?
That's some crime scene. Officers would attempt.
Crime scene attempts to do that.
Yes.
And then if they're able to find anything or think they may have found something, would they send that then to TBI or anything like that?
Yes, they would send it off to TBI.
Are you aware that they found they were unable to find any DNA or blood or fluid or whatever evidence from inside the car?
No, we wouldn't able to find it.
From anybody? Did you become aware in the course of the investigation that the car may have been cleaned?
Yes, during the course of that investigation.
We are now interested, if I understand you right, in a couple different people. Kiana's cousin, Cornelius Smith, fingerprints.
Yes.
Kiston Garner, fingerprints.
Right.
And Treon Ingram.
Treon.
Let's take Treon Ingram first. Did you want to talk to him?
Yes, we did.
Did they find him?
Located him.
Took him in custody?
Yes.
I don't want you to tell us what he said, but as a result of that conversation, did you go back to Memphis and try to get some more video?
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that.
We, information that we received of a white Mercedes being in a parking garage in the crosstown area.
Okay. And did you also receive information about a white Mercedes Benz at the Valero gas station the morning of, night before, however you want to look at it, of the homicide itself?
We did.
Let's go in reverse order of what you wanted to go in. So let's start with the Bolero. Okay. Did you go after speaking with Treon Ingram? Did you go to or did y'all go to the Bolero station, park in Highland, sort of the University of Memphis area, in Memphis?
I did.
Were you able to obtain video?
We were able to obtain the,
In that video, did y'all see the white Mercedes?
we did.
Did you see a couple of those people that we talked about fingerprints? Did you see Treon Ingram?
Yes.
Did you see Kiston Garner?
Yes.
Did you see a car trade?
We did.
A little weird,
Weird. Yes.
but you witnessed it on the video.
We did.
And what do we mean by car trade?
You have individuals in one car that get out of that car and get into the other car that someone was in, and that person get out of that car and get into the white Mercedes.
So before we watch this video, do we see a Infiniti pull up at the gas station?
We do.
And do we see the white Mercedes pull up at the gas station?
We do.
Do we see interaction between those two cars?
Yes.
Do we see Mr. Ingram, Treon Ingram, go inside the gas station?
Inside the business, yes.
Do we see that there's a person left inside the Infiniti
We do.
in the passenger side?
Yes.
Do we see Kiston Garner driving the white Mercedes?
We do.
Do we see him pumping gas in the white Mercedes?
We do.
Then do we see the two cars together pull around to the side of the business?
We do.
And an individual, we see Kiston get out of the car, is that correct?
Correct.
And another individual get inside the white Mercedes.
Inside the white Mercedes.
Bolero video. Start outside. All right, Bolero gas station, November 17th. November 17th, 2021, we're at 3:16 a.m. in the morning, 9 hours before the murder.
Yes.
All right.
So, guys, this is the video footage that they obtained from the gas station. That was, I think I want to say 9 hours before the actual shooting, a day before the shooting.
This car arrives.
Yes.
And then what is that?
That's the white Mercedes. Pull it up to the pump.
I guess they doing a swap with people or something. Somebody switching
These
cars.
two cars, the cars are together.
Yes, they pulled it together. One went to one pump, one went to the white Mercedes, went to the other pump.
One of the craziest things to me about this is how busy a gas station is at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, now I'd like
Yeah,
to
because there's a lot of stuff going on at 3 in the morning.
Getting out and going to pump gas.
Do we learn who this individual is?
Learned that was kindergarten.
These guys are coming back from Infinity.
Right.
Only one of them got out of Infinity, though.
Right.
It's hard to watch both cars at once. Driver gets back in driver's side. What's he doing?
He's speaking to someone in the passenger in the car.
Okay, so there's somebody in this passenger side of this Infinity.
Yes.
White Mercedes. And Infinity.
And they drive around and pull around to the
No loop around.
side of it.
No switch angles. White Mercedes.
Yes. Side by side, you can see the driver is exiting
Kissingarner.
Gardner. Walks around to the passenger side. There you see an individual walk around and get into the Mercedes.
Uh-huh. And impossible. You would agree with me that it's impossible to tell if that's Justin Johnson or not.
Correct.
Correct. But would you also agree with me? Different than what Kissingarner was wearing.
Correct.
And we also got video from inside, is that correct?
That's correct.
And we were watching, the passenger in that Infinity never got out, is that correct? That we saw at the pump.
Right. Never got out, only the driver, to get ready to enter the business.
And
To the second gentleman, yes.
there.
Yes,
And do you know who that person is, kind of with the fatter face?
that would be Trayon Ingram.
That's true.
He said, one with the fatter face.
We can stop it there. So what we watched was an Infinity arrive at the gas station
Yes,
with Mr. Ingram driving,
Ingram driver.
and Mr. Ingram exiting and going inside the store.
Yes,
That there was a front seat passenger of the Infinity who we did not get to see on camera at the pump.
right,
The white Mercedes arriving,
correct.
Mr. Gardner pumping gas.
Yes,
Both the cars swing around to the other area.
yes,
And then from the distance, video of the driver of the Mercedes getting out and a different person getting in.
different person with different clothes. Yes.
You said you're interested in the Valero station,
Yes,
and then you said you're also, after going down to Mississippi and meeting with Mr. Ingram, interested in Crosstown.
Crosstown, correct.
What is Crosstown?
It's a apartment, kind of everything. It used to be the old Sears building, apartment store,
Big old building.
big building. Has restaurants, storefronts, also apartments.
Did Kiana have a cousin that lived at the Crosstown apartments?
Yes, she did.
I guess at the time, one that was living at the Crosstown apartments.
Yeah.
And what was his name?
His name was Justin Johnson.
Justin Johnson. Did y'all obtain video from the Crosstown apartments?
Yes, we did.
Video from the day before the homicide, 11/16,
Yes,
the morning of the homicide,
yes,
and then the evening after the homicide.
yes.
In those videos, will we see Justin Johnson?
Yes, we will.
Will we see him wearing clothing like the shooter?
We did.
Bass Pro hat,
Bass Pro hat,
hoodie,
hoodie,
sweatpants,
sweatpants,
emblem,
emblem,
shoes.
white bottom.
Will we see him arriving at Crosstown in the white Mercedes
We do.
with the body damage?
With the damage on.
Will we see him leaving less than an hour before the homicide in that outfit, in the white Mercedes with the body damage?
We do.
Now, y'all had also been interested in a white expedition.
Yes, sir.
Will we see him arriving in the white expedition?
We do.
And then after the murder, will we see him arriving in different clothes
Yes.
and then packing his bags and leaving?
I think, yes.
It's a series of videos.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 or 8 videos. It's also a series of still shots. If anybody needs a break, maybe now would be the time.
This will be a good time. Yeah. Let's let's take a brief break, ladies and gentlemen, don't discuss what you heard, any testimony, let's just go kind of break. Let's take a 15-minute break.
What stands in recess?
So they're not going to go on break because I think they edited it together. Yeah. So we're back.
Parents, tell Nancy and Mike to treat the attorneys like they're the public. They put in making these attorneys, they making them attorneys.
We had to skip to the testimony, y'all.
It's still you.
Yes.
There's some more videos. You were telling us about Crosstown, is that right?
That's correct.
Said there's some apartments there?
Yes.
Said that Kiona had a cousin named Justin Johnson who lives there, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Y'all collected videos?
We did.
Let's start with the first video. Let's stop with the light screen for me. November 16th, 2021. This is the day before the murder, is that correct?
That's correct.
7:15 p.m. So if we're counting down, 17 hours and 8 minutes before the murder. What's that?
That's the white expedition, Ford expedition, pointing to the garage.
And if you're not familiar with the building, this is a little confusing here. You can pause it. So that white expedition was going into a parking garage, is that right?
Yes.
That parking garage is this structure right here.
That's correct. We have a parking lot in between.
There's a little parking lot here
Yes.
where cars can also park in, but the actual garage, what we saw the white expedition coming into, was over here.
It is.
Is that right?
That's right.
Then there's this little walkway thing
Walkway
that
ramp.
twists around and then comes into the building.
Yes.
Okay. And we see somebody here, gray sweatpants, black hoodie. And continue to watch. Inside of the building,
Inside of the building.
walking into the door there,
Yes.
white expedition arrives, and then this man comes into the building.
Correct. Dark hoodie, gray sweat, black shoes, white bottom.
He walked here, and then this camera picked him up. There's a bank of elevators back here.
Yes,
There's apartments on the top floors of the buildings.
it is.
Still way back here at the elevators.
Yes.
Stop it there. Good. All right, here's the man, white expedition, comes into the building, walks to the lobby, gets in the elevator, comes up to the floor. You look, it's floor 8.
Yes.
What floor does Kiana Hopper's cousin Justin Johnson live on?
Which is, ID is, 808.
Yes.
84.
8th floor. And this man has on black shoes, white soles,
Yes.
gray sweatpants. Sorry. A little emblem on the
We have
sweatpants.
a logo on the side.
We all recognize that Memphis is a Bass Pro head, so right?
Yes.
He's got a phone in his hand, and maybe some food or something.
Yes.
All right. All right, we are November 16th, so that's same day. Now we're at 11:13 p.m. Countdown from the murder. We're 13 hours and 10 minutes before the murder. There's going to be him coming again. White Expedition.
White Expedition.
Now we can see that parking garage better. Just like last time, coming in the front,
Yes.
gonna walk to the elevators. And obviously between last time, which is a few hours before this, and this time, he has left and come back.
Come back. Yes.
I think it stopped ours. It was still playing on our laptop, but it wasn't playing on the video, so we'll have to try to on and off with it. Who cares?
On and off appears to be working.
I think it was at 111. There we go. Walk into the back of the elevators.
Yes.
Sweatpants, shoes, basketball hat, sweatshirt.
Yes.
The last one we saw was from 11 at night, November 16th. Now we've passed midnight, and so technically we're on the day of the murder.
Correct.
And we're at 2:41
Hey,
a.m. Is that correct?
that's correct.
And to orient ourselves, the Valero video that we saw of the Mercedes train is going to be after this video. Is that right?
That's correct.
So 2:41 at Crosstown, Valero video after the 3 o'clock hour.
Correct.
Shoes, sweatpants, hoodie.
Yes.
This time the hood on. on to add the elevator. To the parking garage.
To the parking garage.
To the white exposition.
Correct. Leaving.
So it's leaving the building at 241. Whatever happens at Valero happens in about 30 minutes or something. And now to the next video. We are November 17th. Well, now we're at 4:48. So leaving the building at 2:41. Valero happens after the 3 o'clock hour.
Correct.
And now back to the building at 4:48.
Correct.
We are 7 hours to homicide time. Back to the building, what?
And the white Mercedes with the damage.
Can you back it up a little bit, stop it? That one before it was perfect. There you go. We know that car, don't we?
That's the car that we located. That's also the car in video at the Keys Cookies with the damage.
Okay.
Passenger side rear side down.
Okay.
I feel like as a security guard, we were just watching video footage of an apartment complex of people coming in and going out, going in and coming out, coming in and going out.
Let's come back in the white Mercedes, but also we'll see closer. I think it's in the elevator.
Yeah. Carrying something.
He's actually carrying his daughter, is that right?
Oh, yes.
And if we back it up just for a second. Okay. There you go. Something. We've got the sweatpants and the shoes and the sweatshirt,
Yes.
and now he's carrying his daughter.
Carrying his daughter.
And now, November 17th, murder day, 11:51 a.m. We're only 32 minutes away from the murder of the kids.
Yes.
let me stop for a second. These people aren't from Memphis. Would it be fair to say it takes 10 minutes to get from the Crosstown building to McKay's Cookies?
Possibly 10, 15 minutes.
10 to 15.
Hey, you know damn well he could have held that elevator door. Off topic, but I just thought that.
You appear to be on the phone.
My bad, y'all. I had to verify my face with something.
You back it up, it's hard for me to see them there. If we back it up, I'll put the pointer on. These two, good there.
Right.
The little kid. Sweatpants, sweatshirt. Now they're going in the garage. And they're even in the white Mercedes. And white Mercedes actually was captured here, leaving the garage. Starts first this way, but then white Mercedes leaving the Crosstown building 37 minutes before the homicide. Is that correct?
Correct.
From these videos, y'all developed a couple of, or more than a couple, still shots, is that correct?
Yes.
slowed it down for this one already. Tell me what this is.
This is a photo of Mercedes-Benz with the damage to the battery.
Thank you. I would enter that into evidence. The state's next on the exhibit now.
No objection.
This is a picture of the white Mercedes-Benz with the damage to the rear passenger side. We'll mark this as exhibit number 54.
I can tell you that. And this is from Crosstown, is that right?
That's correct.
What is this?
This is a still image of the crosstown video of the white Ford Expedition.
We offer that into evidence. The state's next on the exhibit.
No objection.
This is a picture of the back of a white Ford Expedition. We'll mark this as exhibit number 55.
Expedition across town. Next picture.
This is a photo of Justin Johnson on the elevators in the crosstown concourse. He has the Bass Pro hat on, the black hoodie, the sweats with the logo, the black shoes, the white soles. And also see a distinctive tattoo on his hand.
And does he in fact have those tattoos on his hands?
Yes.
We offer that in evidence. The state's next on the exhibit.
No objection.
Thank you. This is a picture of Justin Johnson on an elevator with a cup and bag in his hand with black hoodie, gray sweatpants, black shoes with white on the top with some sort of tattoo on his hand. We'll mark this exhibit number 56.
For jury. I know I asked you, but this is in fact the tattoo that he has to his hand, saying Justin Johnson.
Yes.
Hold on.
This is also a photo of across town from the video still shot. Justin Johnson carrying a little backpack. He has his daughter with him. Appears to be on the phone. You still can see the tattoo on his hand with the Bass Pro Shop hat, black hood.
So he's testifying to the person he saw in the video with the little girl. That was Justin Johnson, the defendant that's on trial right now. I kind of wish they hurry up and get the citizen.
Black shoes.
And this is when he's
testimony.
leaving about 37 minutes before the murder.
Yes.
Makes some reason.
This is a picture of defendant Justin Johnson with the same clothing on, black sweatshirt, gray sweats, black and white shoes with the Bass Pro hat on, holding a backpack with a little girl with him.
No objection.
We'll mark that as exhibit number 57. Thank you.
almost done with you up there.
All right.
Okay. You had mentioned something earlier that I wanted people to see, not so much on that screen where it's blurry, but better in the still shots.
Okay.
Can you tell me what's in these two photographs?
There's a photo at Makita's cookie shop on Airways where you have two suspects running away back to the white Mercedes. You can also see suspect in the dark hoodie, black hoodie with the gray sweats and black shoes. You can also see how his pants are sagging and blue underwear showing.
You had mentioned when we watched the Haven Court 2-lane videos about seeing the Bass Pro suspects underwear, is that right?
Correct.
And it having a blue look to it.
Yes.
And you mentioned about the saggy pants.
Yes.
And can you see both of those things from the still shots from the murder video?
Can't see both.
Or this collective exhibit?
No objection.
All right, got two still photos. The first one is of two suspects with weapons running away from what's been described as Makita's cookie shop towards a white Mercedes. One of the suspects' pants is sagging. The second photo is more apparent photo of the pants sagging with the blue underwear. Same two suspects running away. We'll mark that as a collected exhibit 58.
Might pass this to you. No.
Yes.
We'll go back to Justin Johnson. We've been talking a lot about Justin Johnson, but I want to talk about Cornelius Smith real quick. His fingerprints were found on white Mercedes.
It worked.
Did y'all become interested in Mr. Smith?
We did.
And did y'all talk to people around Mr. Smith, including his girlfriend?
We did.
Did you locate any pictures of Mr. Smith in which he was wearing
We did.
clothing that the assault rifle shooter was wearing at the time of the murder?
We did.
Let me pass you this. Got this. I'm just gonna. Let me pass you this. We got pictures on the left that show Mr. Smith, I think, at his janitor job at school. Is that right?
Yeah, it's I think it was a business or a beauty shop or salon or something where he had on the blue hoodie that has Gap written across.
Blue Gap hoodie, and then to the right are pictures, still shots from the shooting video,
Correct.
and with the assault rifle, and you can see that same Gap hoodie.
Same Gap hoodie.
All right, we mark that as state's next numbered exhibit.
No objection.
They have 4 still photos in this picture with the suspect wearing a mask and all 4. 3 of them are forward facing, one of them is of his back. The 2 left photos, he's in somewhere with the room and trash. In the right 2 photos, there are the pictures from the scene at Makita's on November the 14th. So we'll mark this as exhibit number 59.
Cornelius's fingerprints on the car.
Yes.
Cornelius in the Gap hoodie.
Yes.
Talking to Cornelius's or people around Cornelius. We interested in arresting Cornelius?
Yes.
Cornelius, does he get arrested?
Yes, he does.
Do y'all get in possession of Cornelius's cell phone?
We do.
Do y'all tag that into evidence?
We did.
And do y'all submit that to your people for whatever analysis they can do?
Yes.
And among those people is that Jesse Browning and Michael Gardner.
That is.
We'll hear from them later in the trial.
Okay.
Justin. Call video crosstown,
Yes.
Mercedes, Expedition, 2-lane apartments.
Yes.
Interested in arresting Justin.
Yes.
Do y'all go to where he lives?
Yes.
Is he there?
No, it's not.
Do y'all go to other places looking for him?
Yes, we do.
Is he there?
No.
Is there a citywide manhunt for him?
It was.
Is he found?
He's later found, yes.
Is he found in Memphis?
No, he's found Indianapolis, somewhere near.
Indianapolis. Y'all also interested in Justin Johnson's phone?
We were.
You interested in the phone he had with him at the time of the murder?
Yes.
Was that found with him or with somebody else?
That was, I believe that was found with someone else.
Okay, in fact, was it found with his brother Jamarcus?
Marcus, yes, Johnson.
And did y'all talk to Jamarcus?
We did.
And did Jamarcus turn that phone over to y'all?
We did.
And did y'all give that phone to your phone people,
We did.
Jesse Brown and Michael Gardner,
We did.
to look at it? I forgot to ask you about one Carlstown video. Okay, so this is out of order, but asking the questions about Mr. Johnson leaving town, it reminded me. Okay. November 17th, 7 hours after the murder. Outside's almost impossible to see because we're so far away, but individual's going to arrive in an entirely different car. This is not the Expedition or the Mercedes. This is that middle ground between the parking garage and the building. And with the lights and stuff, the blur and everything, things become clearer when he walks in the building.
We're still at the video footage, guys, of the apartment complex.
I'm in the yellow hoodie now, right?
Yellow hoodie, correct.
We saw that at Haven Court in the 2 lanes, didn't we?
We did.
Even with that bright ass hoodie on, he still looks suspect. The way he got his hoodie up and then covering his face a little bit.
I don't know if you could tell from that video or if it will show, but no longer in the shoes. Is that correct? And some slides.
Yes.
It was 7 hours after the murder.
Yes.
And now we're at 8 p.m., approximately 8 hours after the murder. Bags packed. homes or wherever.
Yes.
Next time we see him in person, is arrested in Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis, yes.
He has social media though too. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So after the murder, he fled Memphis and went to Indianapolis, Indiana. And that's where they apprehended him at.
And did you and Detective Browning subpoena and obtain some of his social media?
It was.
His Instagram, his Facebook?
Yes.
And after the murder, until the time that he's in custody in Indianapolis, are y'all able to obtain images that he posts to social media?
They were obtained, yes. I was home.
And Detective Browning
Yes.
may be the expert on this stuff.
Yes, he is.
All right, we'll see those later with Detective Brown.
Yes.
Murder weapons ever found?
No.
Big Jook. His name came up in this, is that correct?
That's correct.
I think someone has testified to this already, but Big Jook is now deceased, is that correct?
That's correct.
Since he's deceased, he cannot be prosecuted.
Right.
Hernandez Govan,
Another name came up in the investigation.
arrested and charged.
Yes.
That's all my questions, Judge.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's lunchtime.
So that was the direct examination. When we get back, we're going to do the cross-examination of his witness.
Enjoy your lunch, leave all your notes here, don't talk about this case. Refresh yourself, I'll see you back at 1:45. Okay?
Court stands in recess to 1:45.
So we're going to skip the break and come right back to the testimony and get back into the cross-examination.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, Sergeant Dabney.
Good afternoon.
First, let me just say, I feel for you. I was in that same predicament about 2 years ago. So I hope you feel better soon. So I want to go over some of the things you testified to when you were in direct with the state, okay? A couple of things you talked about is one of the lead detectives on this case was your role anytime you approach a crime scene. All right, I think you testified that you're there to collect facts.
Correct.
Try to preserve evidence.
Correct.
Right. So that you can investigate and find out who done it, essentially. Correct.
Correct.
Agree with me. It's super important when you're going on a crime scene to preserve the crime scene.
Correct.
Right?
I do want to say a side note that Memphis courthouse, they look a little bit more comfy than the ones we got here in Michigan. Like they backgrounds look a lot bigger and wider and more comfortable to sit in and whatnot. But let me get back to the testimony.
I just want to corrupt evidence. Is that correct? You also want to exhaust every avenue possible to try to find evidence. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so that's why you said you talked about forensic testing. You collect things in a certain way on a crime scene so that you can then provide that to CSI or the TBI or whoever that could actually test it to see if it can give you more information. Is that fair?
Fair.
Now, a couple of things. I'll start with the initial video. I'm going to try to go in chronological order as to how you hit it earlier on direct. You talked about the handgun and the rifle, style, assault rifle style weapon in the video. And at one point in time, you said that the handgun that was being held by one of the people was consistent with a .40 caliber. It's probably more accurate to say, it's consistent with any pistol. Could have been any caliber pistol, correct?
Correct.
Just by looking.
Just back up.
Right. And when you say consistent with a .40 caliber, you're really basing that off of the shell casings you would have found out in the parking lot. Is that correct?
Shell casings and handgun.
Okay. But there was nothing significant that you can tell from that video that can tell you that's a .40 caliber versus a 9mm versus a .380 or a .45. Okay. Now, you testified that you never recovered the murder weapons, correct?
Correct.
And you were asked a question of, in kind of normal course, if you recover bullets from a scene, right, and or casings from a scene, and you have a weapon you can test it against, that you can take the ballistics and they can run testing to see if it matches. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, even if you don't recover the weapon, is it possible to determine a caliber, what potential caliber a fired bullet would have been? So, you pull a fired bullet from the wall at Makita Cookie or from some other place where those bullets went. Is there a way to test that and go, is this a .40 caliber? Is this a .7.62? Is this a 9? Or
I'm sure it is. That would be the crime scene and collected and whoever they send it off to test it.
okay. And just to be clear, at Makita Cookie, y'all recovered several bullets and bullet fragments from various locations at Makita Cookie. Is that correct?
Correct.
As far as you know, was any testing done of those bullets and or bullet fragments to determine whether they were .40 caliber or 7.62?
So it's not like the defense is trying to argue whether or not those particular bullets were the bullets that struck young Dolph. It's what it sounds like is where he's trying to go with his argument. But yeah, it's a bad fail.
These 2 rounds.
Are you saying the bullets or the casing?
The bullets.
Bullets. No, I'm not.
Okay. And you also
And him being a police sergeant, that would not even be his expertise. That would be actually something from a ballistics expert, which I don't believe he's trained in.
received back into evidence from the medical examiner several bullets and bullet fragments. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And to your knowledge, at any point in time, did anyone try to test those? Not to put them to a firearm because you didn't have the particular firearm, but to determine what caliber of bullets were recovered from Mr. Ford.
Should possibly get the crime scene or whoever took custody of those bullets.
Okay. You're saying it's possible, but are you aware of any testing? Okay. Now, I want to switch over to Bradley, right? And you recovered the Mercedes from Bradley. Now, you were asked about video.
So guys, I'm about to switch to mobile real. Hold on 1 second. I'm still here. I just have to turn my camera off because I got to do something real quick. But I'm still here with you guys.
Yeah. And you had, because you had video from Makita Cookie, correct?
Yes.
And you had video from Crosstown,
Yes.
and you had video from Valero.
Yes.
And I believe Mr. Hagerman asked you, did you canvass the Bradley neighborhood for any video?
Officers camp. We had other investigators camp in the area.
And you also, I think,
This home.
testified that you knew that Hernandez Govan lived across the street
Yes.
from Bradley.
Yes.
And you and I think other officers at some point in time interviewed Cornelius Smith. Is that right? Let me ask you this. Did you go to Mr. Govan's house to see about whether he had camera footage?
Other investigators walked up and down. I don't know if he went to his house, but usually walk down and see if they see any cameras affixed to a house outside.
I'm here, folks.
And when you say cameras, they knock too, right?
Yes.
Right? It's like, do you have cameras? And at some point in time, you became aware of Mr. Govan as a potential suspect in the case.
Yes.
Right? So that, as Mr. Hagerman's word, you became very.
See, I like where the defense is trying to implicate Hernandez Govan and trying to, vindicate his client. Because his name has came up throughout this whole entire trial. He even have a trial of his own, which I'm going to get into after this one.
Interested in him.
Yes.
As time went on. Do you recall there being anyone of the officers in the case, you as one of the lead detectives in the case, reporting to you that there were cameras directly across the street from Bradley, where the white Mercedes would have been, facing the Bradley property, the abandoned house where the Mercedes was? Do you recall Cornelius Smith in any of his interviews with law enforcement that you can recall ever saying that Hernandez Govan had cameras at his house that faced the Bradley house?
No, I don't recall that.
And a lot of investigators in this case, right?
Yes.
Working hard to try to find evidence.
Yes.
Correct. I bet you would agree with me if somebody had told you Hernandez Govan has cameras facing where that white car was, you would have been over there, or somebody would have been over there tracking down that lead, right?
No, yes.
Right. And you're not aware of, at least right now, whether anybody ever spoke to Mr. Govan specifically and asked him about cameras.
No.
So you said you processed the Mercedes. So there's or others, it was processed.
Processing investigation.
And there's a level of processing that occurs while the car's still on Bradley. Is that correct? Or do y'all just hook it up and tow it?
Hook it up to it.
Okay.
Process it at another location.
Okay. Now, when you saw the vehicle on Bradley, do you remember there being any bullet holes in the car?
I think it were. I'm not sure. May have been the window broken out or something to that effect.
Okay. And to be clear, the window that was broken out, and I can pass you the exhibits, some of these exhibits that were previously marked. One is Exhibit 53, Exhibit 49, and Exhibit 43 of the white Mercedes. They'll kind of give you something to look at, refresh your recollection. In those photographs, does it appear that the passenger side window is not there?
Yes.
All right. Was there broken glass anywhere around the car or in the car that you recall?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Now, and I've got one other image here. It's exhibit number 10. It's also of the white Mercedes. Was there any places on that Mercedes that you can remember seeing on the exterior of the car any bullet holes?
Not from the picture.
Now, some of those photographs where the vehicle is being processed, the outside of the car has like black powder all over it.
Yes.
Is that done for fingerprint purposes?
Yes.
Okay. And I believe you've already testified to this, but there were several prints recovered from the vehicle. Is that right?
That's correct.
Mr. Smith, Cornelius Smith,
Correct.
Trayon Ingram,
Yes.
and Kristen Gardner.
Yes.
Mr. Justin Johnson's fingerprints were not recovered from that vehicle, correct? Now, you also were asked about DNA, and I can retrieve those from you if you'd like. You're also
I paused it for a minute, guys, because I see what the defense keeps saying about his fingerprints not being on the weapon, but we already got him on camera, and we already had an eyewitness that was there, who was a co-defendant, no less, testified that was him, that they actually participated in that shooting. So him trying to argue his fingerprints not there, his fingerprints not on the car, that don't have nothing to do with anything.
asked about DNA, and I believe the question was, there was no DNA evidence or evidence of blood in the car. Okay. Now, to be clear, there was actually DNA testing done, touch DNA testing done on at least 8 places inside the car, right? And they did swabs. Is that correct? And that's where tech goes in, and they're swiping different parts of the vehicle to see if there's any DNA that can be detected. Are you aware of what the technician looks for when they decide like what areas they're going to swab for DNA?
No, I'm not.
Okay. But as far as you know, were there any reports generated about whether DNA existed?
I heard reports that they didn't have a match to anything that was us.
All right. So your recollection is that there are reports, or was a report, that there was not a DNA match to the touch DNA, but there was DNA recovered.
Yes, I guess so.
Okay. And I'm asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you what you recall. Now, when you get DNA results, do they typically, from TBI, or when you send them to TBI, they typically come back on kind of a letterhead from TBI? Is that correct? And let you know?
That I know of.
All right. And in fact, one of the items that was recovered from the Mercedes was a chapstick. Can you recall that?
Yes,
And it,
certain things come inside the
and in fact, that chapstick was sent along with the touch DNA swabs the chapstick was sent to the TBI for testing. All right. And came back with a major DNA profile of a male, but couldn't be excluded down to anything beyond a male. Do you recall that? No. Okay. If I were to show you the report, would it refresh your recollection? Now, do you have any specific knowledge of the touch DNA swabs being sent to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation? All right, so you can't say whether those were actually ever sent, right? Because if they had been sent, the report that I just showed you, you would have had something back from them saying either there's no identifiable DNA or there was, and then they would analyze it further, correct?
Correct.
If that wasn't sent, if the touch DNA samples weren't sent to the for further testing, you would agree with me that would be a problem for your investigation.
Could be.
Right. I mean, because touch DNA, if they recovered something, that could point you directly to a person, right? With scientific fact, right? Well, this is the person that touched that part of the car.
Yes.
And you don't know until you try, right? So you don't know unless you test it.
Okay.
Right. And if you didn't test it, that's an avenue of investigation for establishing facts and evidence that was kind of left unattended. Fair?
Fair.
Now, you told Mr. Hagerman, and we talked about this, you said, and no evidence of blood in the car. Now, somebody who works in the department with you, Sergeant Coburn, he did a lot of the processing of this vehicle,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, all the process.
And at some point, he even used something called Blue Star. You know what Blue Star is?
Yes.
What's Blue Star?
It's agent that they use to spray for location of blood inside on things.
Right. And you would agree with me that Blue Star is something they spray it, they put a light on it, and it'll light up if there's blood or biological material that has been there, correct?
Correct. My knowledge is.
And they can even use Blue Star on places where people think they have wiped down or cleaned, and it will still show. Right, that's that horrible thing they do in the hotel rooms, right? Where they spray it. Hear that? Freak everybody out. Yeah. So now, Sergeant Coburn used Blue Star inside the Mercedes, and if you recall, inside of the driver's door, above the armrest, the Blue Star reacted with a very bright chemiluminescence, I think is the way he says it here, which is a hard word to say. And he took swabs of that as well. Right? So from what you know of Blue Star, is Blue Star something that if you shine it and it lights up, that's typically an indication of blood or some biological material that's been in that area.
That's what I've been told. Probably not an expert.
Sure. And Sergeant Coburn, obviously, who processes for these things, if he swabbed it twice, it definitely showed it to be of some evidentiary importance to him to determine, is this biological or not? Would you agree with that? And as you sit here today, are you aware of the results of any testing that came back on the swabs for the Blue Star?
I don't remember the results.
Okay. Like we talked about earlier, if you had tested that and it had come back, it could have potentially had DNA evidence on it, right?
I'm assuming yes.
And that would have been very important as one of those evidentiary facts that you would have used in your investigation. Correct. And if you didn't have that and it existed, it put you at a disadvantage of knowing all of the evidence and all the facts. Correct. So let's go to the Valero video. So the Valero video, you see several different vehicles arrive at Valero. Person I think you identified as Kristen Gardner. Kristen Gardner is pumping gas from the white Mercedes. Correct, right? And then he drives that white Mercedes off up to the top of the screen. And then I think you said you see somebody, you can't tell who it is, but you see an individual get out of another vehicle, Kristen Gardner get out of the white Mercedes, and someone gets inside the white Mercedes. Correct. That you said was not wearing the same clothes that Kristen Gardner was wearing just moments earlier. Correct. Or maybe even seconds earlier. Very quick. Right. But right after that exchange is made, doesn't another car pull up in front of the white Mercedes and sit for some period of time? It does. Right? And to be fair, you would agree with me, you can't see what's going on with the white Mercedes, who's in the white Mercedes, whether someone got out of and back into the white Mercedes, correct? Correct. And that's definitely something that could have happened. We don't know, but you couldn't see. So then we get to Crosstown. And so those Crosstown videos, I believe you made the statement that you would see Mr. Johnson arriving in the Mercedes in Crosstown. Someone.
Yes.
Or someone wearing, well, let me ask you this, and you make my point, right? So you don't know who was in the Mercedes.
No.
Right? Because in fairness, the video you saw and that the jury saw is the video. Like, you can't see who's driving the Mercedes. Right? And then you see the Mercedes enter, and there are times when you'll see the person in the gray sweatpants, black, black shoes, black hoodie, walking through the parking garage. Correct. And you don't see the car that person gets in of or out of. Right. Now, so Crosstown is a big place, correct?
It is.
A lot of cars. A lot of cars going in and out. And you would agree with me that the videos that were shown are confined to intentionally, right, to focus on when the white Mercedes comes in and out, when the Expedition goes in and out. Okay, right? But there are other cars going in and out through those periods of time.
Yes.
I like how. So the defense is kind of giving it an effort. What he's trying, I see his strategy. He's trying to refute. First, he tried to refute the DNA evidence. There was no fingerprints. There was no blood. And then now he's trying to pretty much challenge the witness credibility as far as, seeing things on the video footage that he could not make out as far as who's who got out, what car, where they went, things like that. So he's trying, but sorry. I think the state is going to make their case.
And you would agree with me that during those periods of time where the white Mercedes, it shows the white Mercedes in the video come in, you can't see the driver, you can't see the person in the gray sweatpants and the black hoodie, what they get in and out of. You can't say that person was ever in that white Mercedes, correct?
No, you can't. It's just the area that the Mercedes parked at is the same area where that person came from.
Well, but can you even see in the video that was shown where the Mercedes parks?
Just the general area.
Which is the parking garage, which is around hundreds and potentially more other vehicles, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, there is a point in time in your testimony when we start looking at the videos inside Crosstown, specifically inside the elevator, where you specifically identify that person to be Mr. Johnson based on the tattoo, I think. Other characteristics too, but you mentioned a tattoo.
Yes.
And in those videos, some of those correspond with times at which you showed the white Mercedes roll in, and then the person in the gray sweatpants, black hoodie walk in, right? One of those times having a little girl in tow.
Yeah.
Now, you would agree with me that during those times, when you see Mr. Johnson, the one you've identified as Mr. Johnson with the little girl in the elevator, and other times, he's not wearing gloves.
No.
And has a little girl with him that obviously if what the state says is correct and he was in the Mercedes, would have also been in that Mercedes, correct?
Yes.
Today you testified about going back to the Makita video, and specifically you mentioned that when the video was playing and then there were some still shots put in, you mentioned something about underwear you thought that matched between the video that was taken at Tulane Apartments and that the person that's portrayed in that video and the person portrayed in the Makita video.
Correct.
Specifically the gray sweatpants, black hoodie, right?
Yes.
Now, there was a timeline that you also said you recognized of the Tulane apartment video. You recall seeing that?
Yes.
Had various pictures, and it even had like notable things from each picture, right? Would you agree with me that nowhere in that timeline is it noted that these underwear are the same color as the underwear in the Makita cookie video? Is there a reason for that? Why that wouldn't be in there? Seems like
Just it's something that I mentally put in my same clothing, just like the clothing I had on,
And this, what was marked as, I mean, and again, you saw this, you're pulling that from the same video that the jury saw in evidence, correct?
Yes.
And these still shots, which were marked as, front and back. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Exhibit 58, it's a collective. And these pictures, these still shots, being slowed down, I'm going to hand you collective 58. And I just want to be sure that your perspective that you think those are, you say those are blue, number one, and that you think those are, similar to the ones in the Tulane video, is based off exactly what the jury is seeing. It's based off the video that we saw today and those still images.
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, you're saying did you base it off seeing still images before, or are those still images something you just saw for the first time today after you kind of put that together in your head?
No, something myself.
You'd seen them, investigating the case.
Yes.
Okay. But again, you're saying based on saying.
Yes.
And it's your testimony that those are the same color as the Tulane video?
what I visualized and what I saw.
But you saw. Okay. All right. Thank you. One moment, you're up. You were asked about how long it would take to get from Crosstown to Makita Cookie. I think you said 10, 15 minutes. And obviously, possible. And that's something too that, you know, depending on time of day, traffic and everything else could be longer. Could be closer to 10 or around, could be 20. Correct. Thereabouts. How far away from Makita Cookie is the Bradley Street address where the car was recovered from?
I would say up 2 miles. Give or take.
When you were investigating this case, did you become familiar with an address on Wild Rose Drive? Would have been
Yes.
Cornelius Smith's
Yes.
father's residence.
Correct.
How far would you say that was from Makita Cookie?
Maybe 5 minute drive. Maybe not. Probably not that much. So.
Got a little, maybe even a little less.
Correct.
Okay. And during your investigation, did you also learn information? Oh, strike that. Did you ever come across any information about where Mr. Johnson's, the mother of Mr. Johnson's daughter, lived?
Yeah, we got an address, possible location.
Do you recall that address off the top of your head?
No,
Did you ever do any kind of, did you drive there ever?
we drove to an apartment. She's supposed to be living.
Okay. How far would you say that apartment was from Makita Cookie?
Good distance. It's out in the Whitehaven area, probably closer to the 2 lane.
Close to the 2 lane. And how far away is 2 lane from Makita?
Depending on traffic, interstate, New City, probably about 20 minutes.
Okay. And so Mr. Johnson's, the mother of his daughter, the one in the video and presumably in the video in the elevator, was 20 minutes from Makita Cookie. How, and if you don't know the answer to this, but how far would you say that would be from Crosstown, to get from Crosstown to that apartment address out of Whitehaven?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes from this.
Okay. One moment. That's my questions. Thank you, sir.
So those last couple of questions, as far as the timeline of the distance between those, they've already established that he was at all those locations. So I don't think how far it takes to get from one to the other really matters. I guess I wasn't seeing where you were going with it. I mean, I see where he was, but he's on camera.
Just super quick, and something I probably should have explained at the start. So, Mr. Evans' questions. You're retired now, is that correct? And this investigation went on after you retired.
Correct.
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 And so this case sort of has two case officers. You for the original,
Yes.
and then Jesse Browning after that.
That's correct.
Okay, so there's some things that happened in this investigation, maybe even testing in this investigation or whatever decisions that were made would be after you were off the case.
Correct.
All right, and retired.
Yes.
The second thing, are you aware that Blue Star, what Mr. Evans is talking about, also reacts with bleach and cleaning products?
I'm not aware.
Okay, and you have not been trained on that substance or anything at all?
I have not.
Okay. That's all my questions. Straight.
Yeah, see, that's what I figured. He was not a ballistics expert or forensics expert either.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Call your next witness.
Kirsten Gardner is in custody.
So that was Sergeant Terrence Dabney we just seen on the stand. And who we have next is Kirsten Gardner. I believe that's Justin Johnson's cousin, the female that we saw in the video earlier in the parking lot. She was the one who pretty much aided and abetted, that whole thing, or I guess pretty much harboring at that time. But yeah, she helped. She's related to the defendant. She's the last witness, by the way.
I'm sorry. You hold one minute, wait, real quick. Sorry.
All right, let's get this part. We can save some time.
Step up here, sir. Face the judge, raise your right hand, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a seat. You may take your next.
Mr. Garner, you don't want to be here, do you?
No, sir.
All right, but go ahead and tell me your name.
Christian Gardner.
Spell that first name for me.
Oh, so it's the guy. I thought it was a female. It was a female cousin. It's Kristen Gardner. My apologies.
Spell the last name.
Gardner, G-A-R-N-E-R.
And
You're not going to
how
show
old
his face for
We'll
security.
take you back to 2021, November the 17th. It's our early morning hours of November the 17th, just after 2 o'clock, going on to 3 o'clock a.m., okay? Did you have occasion to go up to the Valero station near the University of Memphis?
Yes, sir.
Where had you been before you got to the Valero station?
Oh, I can't tell.
Okay. Was it a neighborhood house?
Yes, sir.
Were you up there with other people?
Yes, sir.
Were you up there with an individual by the name of Treon Ingram?
Yes, sir.
Do you know Treon Ingram?
Yes, sir.
Is he somebody you hung out with?
Yes, sir.
Did you see an individual up at that neighborhood house who you know is straight drop or drop?
I can't tell. I
Okay.
just know when we came to the house, that's who Treon said there was.
Objection, you're saying.
Sustain.
You came to the neighborhood house, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you saw the individual there. My approach, we approach with regard to objection.
Yeah.
Are you on break?
Okay, and were y'all in a vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What kind of vehicle were y'all in?
Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, and let me show you a picture. I think you've seen this before. What's that picture of?
Mercedes-Benz was in.
All right, is that the picture that we're going to be talking about?
Yes, sir.
Is that the car we're going to be talking about?
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge, was that car a stolen car?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know where that car came from?
No, sir.
All right. Are there other people at this neighborhood house?
Yes, sir.
Who are the other people at this neighborhood house?
Pretty up.
Straight drop?
Yes, sir.
What'd y'all do at this neighborhood house?
Nothing really.
Okay, were y'all hanging out?
No, sir.
Did Straight Drop come in a car, a different car?
Yeah, truck.
A truck? Let me show you this picture that you've
It's kind of hard to hear him.
seen
Sorry.
before.
Yes, sir.
Is that the truck Straight Drop came in?
Yes, sir.
And is that a white Ford Expedition?
Yes, sir.
There come a point when y'all
Just the volume.
left the house?
Yes, sir.
When y'all left the house, who was driving the white Mercedes?
I was.
When y'all left the house, did the Infiniti leave the house too?
Yes, sir.
Who was driving the Infiniti?
Treon.
Did he have a passenger with him in the Infiniti?
Yeah, straight truck.
Straight drop? When y'all got to the gas station, what happened?
We got some gas. They talked for a minute, then we pulled off. They pulled back around, and straight truck got in the Benz we was in. And I got in the Infiniti.
Straight drop got in the white Benz,
Yes, sir.
and
It's kind of hard to hear.
um,
I'm sorry. I can't turn up the volume.
did you leave in the Infiniti?
Yes, sir.
Got a picture from the gas station. See if you recognize this picture.
Yes, sir.
Who's in that picture?
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
He's saying yes to all the process
Is that you next to the white Mercedes at the gas station that night?
volume because he's speaking.
Yeah.
And let me give you a final picture. Is this another picture you've seen before?
Yes, sir.
What's that a picture of?
Then we got
The Benz you gave her.
straight truck.
Okay. Did you know what Straight Drop was gonna do in that Benz?
No, sir.
Did you have any idea at all?
No, sir.
Were you part of this conspiracy at all?
No, sir.
Had you ever talked with anybody about killing Dolph or these other PRE artists?
I want to do this.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I want to do that with that's my family.
You say that's your family, what you name?
This party. That's my family. I want to do this.
Yeah, when you say it's not your family, though, what do you mean? You talking about family, who you talking about?
Young dog.
Young Dolph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you did not see Young Dolph as some sort of rival or anything like that?
No, sir.
You wouldn't have been involved in anything like that.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to introduce those exhibits into evidence at this time, Your Honor.
Does I need to give them a quick look?
My approach.
Objection.
These are actually in order as Mr. Gardner identified them, Your Honor. My approach shoot.
The first picture is a picture of a white Mercedes with the back end damage. The picture has Kirsten Garner's name on the bottom, labeled.
It's kind of hard to pick the judge too, though.
1 p.m. It also has written on it in red, the bins we gave drop at Valero. Marked as exhibit number 60. The next picture is a frontal view of a white Expedition. Written on the bottom, the truck hopped out of before Trayon gave him the bins at the house. Police found bins. Kirsten Garner's name, November 29, 2021, 3:24 p.m. So, like this is exhibit number 61. The next picture is a picture of the white bins at the gas pump. Somebody standing next to the gas pump. The statement.
I wish they would show us what she's
pumping the
saying.
gas. Drove to the store following Trayon KT. The initials under the bottom. Trayon and KT. Christian Garner at the bottom, November 29, 2021, 3:27 p.m. We'll mark that as exhibit number 62. And the last picture is a side view of the Mercedes-Benz. This view is
It's like two more. I think it's two more
driver's
witnesses.
side. And the
I don't think this is the last.
written caption under the bottom says, "This is the Benz we gave drop." Christian Garner, November 2020. We'll mark this as exhibit number 63.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to these last. It's two more witnesses. I thought this one on the stand was the last one, but it's not. So I'm gonna come back and wrap those two up, and then that'll be part 2 to day 2, and then I'll do day 3 Monday. So thank you guys for pulling up. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe. You guys have a good one. See you later. I'm gonna set the notification for part 2. But yeah, pull up later.